You're all ready? A young man here with white hair, Dr. T.P. Master. He's not new to the department. Actually, he's a regular visitor to us. For you, new, but definitely I can promise you that you will have nearly a 2.5 or 3 hours session wherein it will just pass in a minute or two. Till that I can promise you. I call upon a student to give an introduction about Dr. T.P. Master.
Good morning everyone, I am Rusta and I am here to give the guest profile. Dr. T.P. hails from a humble background with modest resources and always tried to make best use of them. Though initially he was not good at studies, slowly and steadily he started valuing education, as it has made him what he is today. He obtained a number of degrees and has many feathers in his hat. He worked as a scientist in Space Department for 2 decades and also served as a Deputy Director at Directorate General of Security, Cabinet Secretariat, New Delhi. Before taking a voluntary retirement in 2009, if he continued without taking retirement, he would have reached many heights in Indian government, but he opted against it as he always had an inner feeling or passion to teach, to show direction or directionless youth of today's generation. He started giving motivation lectures in various educational institutes throughout length and breadth of India and abroad, and explained to youngsters the value of education and the value of knowledge. He taught personality development and leadership qualities to tens and thousands of youth. There are thousands of students who got motivated through his lectures and have made a clear plan for their career. Students believe that he is a walking encyclopedia, as whatever questions they ask, there will be an answer for him. He believes in physical, emotional, intellectual, social and spiritual balanced life, as his soft skills and life skills trainings offer this. He has high innovative creative thoughts and is a leader for developing the society. He is always leader for developing the society. He is always available for all the students from any part of the globe for doubts regarding any subject, life, career, etc. His books are so close to heart that those who read them will find solutions for all their problems. He is a good poet, writes in many languages. He knows all South Indian languages. His articles in periodicals are simple and clear. Thanking you, sir, for your presence here in Vignan. Hope your lecture will lead us in the right path and give us many things to learn, which will help to develop our personality. Thank you.
Where is your man?
Good morning, everyone.
So Dr. T.P. sir, this is not the first time he has come here. So he was here with us when I was a student back in 2016. So the lecture he had, like it was still in my head now. I can recite all what we have done during the day-long session we had. So he was a mentor for me from back then. So I have followed him back then and I am following even now also. He is also known to many of our faculty members. He mentored, tutored our faculty members in many ways. So it is a privilege to have him here in front of all of you. So he is a great mind, he is a visionary. Hope you learn from him today and be a part of his team. Like you will have a great experience today. You will not forget what you have learned today throughout your life. That I can assure you. Now I would like to invite T.P. sir to take over the session and engage with you all. Thank you.
Namaskar. Those who don't want to listen can get out. Because I was looking at people murmuring when your HOD was talking. You have a wonderful, beautiful, right? HOD. so kind to all of you. I was also a HOD for one of the MBA department. If any of my students were talking as a guest enters, that would have been his last day in this college. I was very strict. I was seeing when introduction being read by her, she had done some homework by heart, prepared, written down from my website. Somebody don't even care what to do. How many of you can write? Take a pen and paper. Take a pen and paper. She must have read at least 20 sentences. Write 10 sentences about me.
See, to take your own pen and paper, you want to talk to your friend, right? Yes or no?
How much time will it take to take a paper and write?
No discussions. I want full silence. I said full silence. Okay, tell me how many of you cannot write? Raise your hand. Be sincere at least. Be sincere, nothing wrong. Yeah, this is what happens. I have seen most of you have one big problem. You know what is that? You are not interested in anything. If I ask you to write down what is your expectation sitting in this class, you have nothing. Why are you here? Because teachers asked us to be here. That's it. Why did you join for this course? Because there was no other course available. Why did you join for BBA? Because after plus 1, plus 2, what was there? Nothing was there. So BBA was available. This was the cheapest one, probably. Correct or not? Do you have a real goal in your life? Who has? Who said yes? Wonderful. Yeah, come on. You're good. Speak. It's getting recorded. It will go to YouTube.
And my goal is to start my own business, and on part of that I started my startup from this BBA section, and while I was in 7th class I am decided I want to become a businessman. On that path in winter I was choose this university to graduate my BBA. After completing this I will go to the web designing classes. After finishing that I will start my own company. Thank you.
Which year you are into? First year or second year?
Second year. Sir.
Second year. What are the papers you study now?
Means what, like
Which are the subjects which you study?
PPM means what are you up to now? For me useful is PPM, marketing management.
Marketing management. Then
PPM, principles of management.
principles of management.
CL.
What is here?
Company law.
Company law. Yeah. Okay.
HR, human resource and management.
Good.
These are mainly useful things.
Financial management.
Financial
Financial
management.
Good. So what's your background? Family?
Business, sir.
Your family?
Business.
They are into business. Your father is into business.
Yes.
Okay. He has got an MBA?
He holds degree, sir.
Which subject?
I think BCA.
So you think your education here is going to help you business? What is that business he does?
And he completed his starts his rice mill and showroom, sir.
So you want to expand it or start something new?
Start something new,
What?
sir. But on game designing.
Okay. Do you think for game designing this is the course or some other computer science would have been
Some
better?
other computer science must be, sir.
Then why did you choose BBA?
After completing BBA, I have only 4-5 ideas, sir. And the father said you should want to take care of our business and you should want to start your own company.
So you are going to plan to appoint some
Yes.
computer science people to start,
like that.
and you want to be the manager. Good, good.
Thank you, sir.
How many of you? Anybody else? Anybody else joined here with a very focused, yes, I want to learn business management so that I can expand my business, I can start new business. There is an entrepreneurship cell here. Are you part of it? Okay. Very good. Tell me. Assume you get into a RTC bus and the conductor asks you where you want to go. And you say, I don't know where I want to go. What will happen? What will happen? They will throw you out of the bus, right? Yes or no? You are in a program which is 3 years and you don't know, it's not your problem. It happens to most of the children. You have great courses like biotechnology, bioinformatics. I asked all of them. Whomever I met last 2-3 days here. And wherever I go, I keep asking this. Very rarely we see one or two people who have got a very focused vision. You know what happens when you have very few people with the focused vision? 80% of you don't have. Even the 20% you have will lose. Because it's the group which decides. Assume that you have very vibrant, great children who are all discussing seriously. You were here waiting for the class. What did you discuss so far? For the last 10-15 minutes you would have been waiting. What did you do? Did you do something very serious discussion on your learnings? Huh? You know how much time you waste in your life like this? Tell me. We were in your seat, right? How many questions she asked you? Yeah? Continuous questions.
She was asking you.
Yeah. When you read a quote, there is a question. And that is what a student is. Because you keep thinking. And every thought process, a sentence, a word, a new word comes a question. You have no questions because you don't even read, you don't even think. Correct or not? I am not trying to blame you, I am not here to scold you. I remember 4 years back when I came, I have thrown all the students out except 2 from the same hall. Only 2 students are eligible. I said, the rest of you get out. One of the best quality of a student is not sitting like this. You have a pen and paper. Have you seen painters? Right? They go with a brush. Have you seen people working in the field? They go with their weapon. What is your weapon? Pen and paper. When your HOD or faculty or somebody who is introducing, someone speaks, how many of you have written at least 5 sentences so far? 10 words. One of you? Earlier I used to offer, show me your notebook if there are 5 words, 500 rupees for you. I did it in many places. Anusha knows, right? I stopped doing it because it's actually shame for me to ask, and it's all getting recorded. Vignan University BBA students. Your earlier previous also you can see, most of them when I recorded I posted. You don't have anything to write, you don't have anything to get from these discussions. The introduction, the biodata, when it is read, you have many words. Science and Space Department, which department, where, which organization. There's so many questions here. Correct? Every sentence, every word can create questions. That will come only when you have questions. I'm sure you or your seniors are attending a lot of IELTS programs to go to Canada for higher studies. All stupid. You know why do I say stupid? You know why IELTS program have got a test for English comprehension reading and you have to answer few questions. You know why that is given? If you don't have that quality, when you attend a lecture there, you don't know how to take notes. Because he will be speaking paragraphs, you must be able to make small notes. How do they know that you are qualified to sit in their classes? The test in IELTS is for that purpose. But you think it is just to go to that place, that's it. And what will happen? You go, somehow you pass, go there. When you attend the class, I get a lot of calls from different places like Canada. Sir, I am a student here, I am not able to follow anything, I want to commit suicide. The 25 lakhs which is paid for the program is gone because I am 100% sure I will fail. And there are students who committed suicide from the best institutions because they are not able to follow anything. Exam passing, somehow you will pass because your aim is write 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, somehow pass that, go there. But you are not understanding what for this English comprehension is being tested here. You don't have to pay money, 6,000 rupees for getting that IELTS coaching. If you read newspaper every day, you attend the classes every day, make your own notes. Which we will not do. Assume that you do that, then fantastic, fine, very good. When I am saying you will not do it, there may be 1 or 2 who are doing. I am not trying to tell them that you are not good. But it's common. Not everybody, all of you will not become, no. When I used to teach MBA students, I used to tell, 60, 90 children used to be there. I said, only your children can tell that my mother is an MBA, that's it. You will get a degree to tell that my mother, father is an MBA, failed or MBA, that's it. Otherwise, no use of your degree. Because in India, you go to west cities, I keep saying you throw some chocolate, if it falls on somebody's head, you ask him, he will be an MBA. That much guarantee. Everybody is an MBA. I am also an MBA. Right? But if you want to really understand, how many of you can take down all the syllabus, words which you have in your MBA, write down every word, define it properly. Morning she was asking a lot of questions, right? What's the difference between promotion, advertisement, marketing? These are the basic 3 questions. Not directly like this, but indirectly, this was the essence of the questions. I don't know how many of you can clearly define the difference between this. How many of you have referred dictionary to understand finance? I'm sure you don't have a finance background, accounts background, law background. You don't have, right? Have you seen the word law in dictionary? If you hear one word, what you will do? You will go to dictionary and look at meaning, right? How many of you have seen meaning? How many of you use dictionary at least once in a week? Once in a life have you used or what? Except some teachers will tell you, you will write down meaning. That's it. If the same question is asked, you will answer it. All of you have smartphones. What for? Do you have a dictionary downloaded on your smartphone? Huh? Have you used it?
So
What is-
in class, they will be bringing, I'm very strict towards these students, they will be bringing their dictionary.
Yeah.
No smartphones, only hard copy of a dictionary. They will get there.
But do you look at it is my question, madam. Yes? What is your degree? What is the degree which you are getting? Tell me, what is the degree which you get? Bachelor of Business? Okay. Now let me ask you 3 words. What is the meaning of bachelor? Have you thought about it? Did you think, did you had this question? What is bachelor means? Why the word bachelor? Whether it's a B.Tech or B.Sc or B.A. or B.Com, B.B.A., everywhere B is there, right? MBBS also has got to be. Why the word bachelor is used here? Any smart people here who can answer what's bachelor? Any bachelor here who can answer it? Or who want to be a bachelor? Why the word bachelor? What is it meaning? Which is your mother tongue? Telugu. What is the meaning in Telugu? Bachelor. Brahmachari. Are you a brahmachari? The day you join for the course, you will see which is the girl whom should I love. The girl will select which is the boy who has got a motorbike, who has got little finance for taking me to a parlor. In our engineering college, I was working in 2-3 engineering colleges. I have seen generally fighting happens between boys because of one girl only. They will say it's like Mahabharata war. You fight each other, win and come to me. Then I will take whether you are. The poor fellows will fight and then find out both of them will be in the hospital. That's it. The other day I was asking how is the campus selection in Vignan. Is it very good? I got 3 girlfriends so far. That is campus selection. Come to the campus to select girls. But ultimately he gets a degree, failed bachelor. Because you become a failure. What is bachelor? Brahmachari. What is brahmachari? Explain brahmachari. For you it is married, unmarried and all that. It's all stupid. It's not the correct meaning because you don't look at dictionary again. Brahmachari is Brahmam. Charanam is movement. Brahmam is moving. Where is your Brahmam? Hridaya Guharavathe Kevalam Brahma Matram. Inside your Hridayam, do you have or given to somebody else? Your heart itself is given to somebody else. Seeing them, tap, 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 tap. If you don't see, tap, finished, last. For such people, Brahmacharya is not applicable. Because though physically not married, emotionally, mentally, socially married, that's it. So Brahmacharis are in their Brahma, inside their Hridaya, there is only one thought. What is Brahma's job? Creativity. Creativity comes with a lot of questions. What to do, when to do, how to do, why to do. Think about this. In which? In business administration. If all your thoughts, questions are in business administration, then you are a bachelor of business administration. You understood? Brahmachari. So 3 years, you start thinking every moment about business administration. Then, tomorrow you can become a master of business administration. Master means mastery. You know everything about that. I am a master of business administration, 100%. Ask me anything from my syllabus. I only taught one paper for BBS or BBA. It's called in autonomous university, it's called different. And my lecture became the textbook for them. In autonomous, you can create your own textbook. Emotional intelligence for corporate communications. That's a book which I wrote. So when you start learning, when you start thinking, you will get new ideas. That is creativity. That should be there for every student. Don't just look. I am going to ask you questions at the end again. Show me your note papers. If it is not there, I will kick you. That's it. Break your backbone. Keep on writing. Otherwise, what will happen? The lecture becomes, yeah, good. But at the end, what did he say? You will not have something to refer. Okay, now bachelor you understood, right? Yes? Then the next word is business administration. What is business? Anything is business. Now I am doing my business. You look at your business. Studying is your business. Don't think that business is only where you have finance, marketing. Yeah, I am marketing. I am marketing what I am trying to tell you, right? I am catching your attention. Catching your attention is advertisement, promotion. So I'll teach you business management through my lectures, that's it. What am I trying to sell now? My ideas. Correct? You are the consumers. Like when you go to a cinema theater, definitely you will see advertisements because you cannot escape. Like that, you are here now. Now my job is promoting me. My ideas. I am promoting my ideas. Now I should say that it is useful for you in your life. That's what is advertisement. That's what I am doing. It's helpful for you. It's useful for you. You will not get anywhere else. It's very unique product. Can you see this? Is it not marketing? That's it. So business, anything which you do in your life is business. That's why when we say casually, look at your business. Don't involve in my business, right? Look at business as a generic term. Don't say that your syllabus, what you are learning is only for entrepreneurs. No. For anyone, anywhere, it's useful. You are a good teacher. I keep saying, when I teach marketing, you will see that I am a marketing professional. All my experience I will put there. When I teach finance, I will market finance. I will say marketing is not important. Finance is more important. Next class I go for some other subject. What do I say? Law, legal paper is very, very important because you can sue anyone. Finance fellow will be in trouble. Marketing fellow in trouble if you don't know legal things, right? That's what I teach. Wherever I go, whatever subject I teach, I will tell that is most important. Communication. Without communication, nothing works. All your business, law, finance, everything is useless if you don't know how to speak. Which is important? Communication skill is important. So every subject which you do, you have to market. So a teacher is a good marketing person. Right? So if you become a teacher also, you have to do this. So what you are learning is not just for business, it's for life. Don't think that MBA is useful only for business. It's useful in life. Then administration. Are you real administrators? You all keep saying Department of Management, right? Yes or no? Which is your department? Department of? All of you raise your hand. Even for that you should look at the neighbor. Oh, he is raising, then I have to raise. You don't even understand that language or what. Take it on your head. The Janma, I do it. Useless. You are all management students. Everybody keeps saying, I am a management student. You know, stupid word, management. If you don't know cooking, somehow you cook, then it is called I managed cooking, right? Correct or not? You don't know how to dance, and somehow people put you onto stage. What do? I managed, finished singing. You know, I managed to finish dancing. And you call yourself management student? I am never a management student. My MBA degree never say. What does it say? Administration. I am a master of business administration. Where is the word management? Why do you keep the department name as? I changed. I said no management department. It's an MBA department. Master of Business Administration. What a beautiful word. Assume you have 10 vehicles. There are 10 requests. What can be done? Give one vehicle to one. Is it called managing? No. Assume there are 10 requests. You have only 9 vehicles. Then what do? You will find out which route he has to go and somehow tell him to go like that, right? That means you have less resource. You understood? You don't have sufficient resource. Then what do? Manage it. So that's more important. No. This also you can take. Beta. Got it? So don't manage in life. Managing is the worst word. So you are not a management student. Now onwards, don't tell management. What are you? Well, you know what's administration? There are 10 requests and only 9 vehicles. You will not stop. You will get one more vehicle. Full resources. What's it called? Full resources. Have you seen medicine administration? Polio vaccine? See? The polio drops. The nurses will give you in the mouth. How many drops? 5 drops. The bottle has got 20 drops. How many people can have? 4. By mistake, 1 drop has fallen. You know what the nurse will do? Next patient, will they give 4 drops? What do? They open a new bottle, right? You understood? Who is the collector? Indian Administrative Service. If he is a good collector, what he can do? District collector can get money from government. He will not say we don't have money, somehow you adjust. Then he is not a collector. What is collector's job? Get money from central government, get money from state government, because he is a central government employee. Chief Minister don't have to struggle. If under him there are good collectors, every district is under good collector, without Chief Minister's approval, he can go to central government, get money. State is not developing not because of politicians. Got it? Because of bad administrators. But good administrator must be able to in your college, people come for drinking coffee, tea, tiffin, or giving lectures. You understood? So an administrator is one who will pull resources. He will not keep quiet. So whom do you want? You want to be a manager or an administrator? Earlier, finance controller. The word was, he will have 10 lakhs rupees, he will not give. He will keep all the 10 lakhs with him. At the end of the month, he will give it to the owner. I have not spent anything. Everything is back. Such people were called the controllers. Controlling. Finance have to be controlled. Now that is also gone. You will not see finance controller in companies. The word controller itself is taken out. Because you have to spend money. The job is finish your money. That's it. Got it? No controlling. You have got finance managers later. So the money is given, distribute somehow and finish your job. Say full, I completed. Then he is a good manager. Got it? But that is also not good. Finance administrator. What is finance administrator's job? Grab money from different places. If nothing is there, sell out all the things and then get some money. So whom do you want? See, you have not even looked at your own degree. Now you know BBA means what? I am 100% sure you will go and tell your other colleagues who are BBA students that, do you know what is BBA? You will give a lecture, right? Ready or not? Yes? I am not hearing. I want your participation. So learn. When do you learn? When you think. When do you learn? When you ask questions. When do you learn? Look at dictionary. All these you will understand. Not one dictionary, many dictionaries. Okay? So be a bachelor. Learn every word by word with interest. Why one watchman there, one watchman here? You want to see that they will not run away or what? It is your class, not my class. Whose class is? Who is the owner for this class? Which is your class? This is your class. Then to your class to go, you want somebody's permission? No, when standing there is no disturbance for all of them are looking at you. A handsome man is standing there. I thought you were asked to watch. Okay. And which is your university? Vignan University is yours. You know what is the reason why I am asking this? What did I ask? Vignan University is yours. What is Vignan University? The property? Is it his? Land belongs to him? Building belongs to him? But still you will say, it's my university, right? Yes or no? So what is property? Now assume a question comes in your subject of study. Which subject deals with the property? Law. Paper also has same. Correct? Commerce has got contractual agreement. You will see the property words. When you define property, are you thinking like this? What is property? Property is a legal document which says this belongs to you. Is there a legal document which says the university belongs to you? Yes, your certificate. You have given your certificate here and you will get another certificate added, right? Yes or no? That certificate carries, that is why you are saying, I am the student of this university. I own this university. But the owning is in different style. You touch your mother and say, this is my mother. Do you say it's our mother? There are 3 children. All of them will say together, this is our mother. You will say, still my mother only, right? Do you say 1/3 of my? Right? The whole property is the way you think it is yours. You understood? So what is property, the word? Now let us look at what is property. Assume that you are good students here. Then I will say you are all my student. Yes or no? Who are you? You are my property. Because you are my student. I am owning you. Assume one of you misbehaves. Then I will say what? Get out. You are not my student. I disown you. Right? Why? Because you misbehave. What is misbehaving? You are not showing the property of a student. What is lost? Your property is lost. What is your property? Being a student is your property. That property you lost. So what is property? Behavior is property. You understood? How many of you studied chemistry in your life? Up to 10th class you passed, right? This man did not pass 10th class or what? Yeah. So all of you studied property of matter. Salt has what property? What is property of salt? When you taste, you get saltiness, it is salt. So what is property of salt? See, so far I asked property, land, document, behavior. You never got this idea of property of salt, right? You forgot that. When I asked chemistry, oh, property is there in chemistry also. Now you can go and ask all the BTech students, what is property? Huh? You don't know, you can give a lecture, right? See, one word, property, which comes in management, when you look at dictionary, You will also see many words written there. All of you want to pass IELTS or what? You want to certify that yes, I can speak good English, my language is good. That's one of the examinations. Whether you want to go abroad or not, that's a different matter. Some international authority will certify you are good in language. It's a great certificate, right? Right? But don't learn from whom? Okay, you go for coaching classes and then you don't get, again you can attend, until you pass you can attend, and then if you don't pass, you can start teaching IELTS. Correct? Bank coaching classes you start attending. 10 years you attend, you don't get a job, then what do you do? Another coaching center. That's how many coaching centers are started. You don't get any job, what you can do? Start teaching. Are they teaching or cheating? Why? Because they know you don't know anything. See, don't ever prepare for examination. Prepare for life. Otherwise you will fail in life. You want to be good? Let any examination come. That should be the style. Which subject? Every subject is easy. How many years are you studying now with the different subjects, different teachers? Oh, horrible, yeah. Still you don't know how to study? Is it not bad? Have you seen, you eat idli, dosha, vada, sambar and all that, right? Your mother also prepares? Did she go for a coaching center for making idli, vada and all that? How did they start learning? They start doing it, right? Yes or no? Assume they start making some sabji. 10 years if they make, 11th year if something new comes, they will tell, this is how it is prepared. I know how to make it. They would have never made it in life, but still they will make it, right? For you, you study so many subjects, a new subject comes, where is my teacher? Without teacher, you cannot study anything. It's just simply possible if you are a good student. One hearing, are you able to capture the knowledge and write it down? If not, you cannot become a journalist. You cannot become a steno. Have you seen a minister's assistant, administrator, a personal secretary to minister? When he tells something, immediately he has to capture the knowledge. Do you think, sir, once again please, I did not understand what is it possible? So why are you learning how to take down notes when somebody speaks? You have been listening to lectures of teachers many times. You know why you are not improved so far? Because teachers keep repeating many times. They will give you notes. Printed notes are available. Don't think in life everything printed is available. You will have large files which is to be read when you become a clerk in an office, out of which you have to make some small note for your officer to say yes or no. You have to study the whole case and recommend cases. When you work like that, even a collector has to work like that in the beginning. First posting is not collector, not even sub-collector, not even RDO. He has to work in the lowest cadre at least for 2 months. That's a training period. And for which he gets training for 1-2 years in different places. For which whether you are qualified or not will be tested through examinations. The world's toughest exam is Indian Civil Service, IAS. World's, not India's. 20 lakhs people apply. How many? 20 lakhs. Only 5 lakh people go to exam hall. 15 lakhs people don't go because they have fear of exam. Because once you write, you lost one chance. And who are these 5 lakhs? Many people repeatedly appearing it. Once, twice, thrice, many times. And there are many repeaters who reach there. Out of which 1 lakh is just from one city called Delhi. 4 lakhs the whole India together. You know why? All of them will go to Delhi because there are a lot of coaching centers. From every part of the world they go there and settle. And out of these 5 lakhs, logical reasoning, few papers, they evaluate first to see whether you pass or not. They will take 20,000 people only inside. 4,80,000 people fail in exam. Out of 5 lakhs, 4,80,000 people fail. You want to know the syllabus? Your 10th grade, SSLC. The syllabus for examination is 10th class. So many people are there with the A+ in all subjects, but when it comes to civil service prelims examination, many of them will fail. Why? Because you studied 10th class, immediately you cannot write civil service, no? 2 years +1 +2, 3 years graduation, sometimes 4 years graduation, sometimes 5 years if it is MBBS, then go for 1 or 2 years coaching center. So you are writing the examination after 8 years for syllabus which you studied 8 years back. They will again study. B.Tech fellows left probably biology, they will have to study biology. MBBS people who left mathematics have to study again that. Oof, very difficult. Which subject? 10th grade subject is difficult. Why? Because you studied for 10th class examination, not for life. I remember interviewing children for MBA admissions in some of the universities. Why do you want to join for MBA? No answer. What is your hobby? Serial, TV. Okay, then tell me which is the best director. You don't. Do you see movies seriously? That's also fun. Right? Do you read newspaper? Read newspaper, make nice notes. If you just walk through Vignan University, look at all the posters written there, good enough, lot of knowledge. Make a nice note. Write about it. You remember once, he said we will write down 1,000 names from different field. Right? Science, maths, chemistry, physics, social science, film, sports, art, photography, everywhere, business. Write down 1,000 names. What a huge knowledge we got. When you write down names, you must also know the people, right? This one. That's knowledge. Just now we were discussing which is the sari making nearby place. When we go to Vijayawada, you will see, right? Which is the village where they make a lot of nice saris? Your own land, I am asking. Guntur to Vijayawada when you travel. Mangalagiri. Which are the other brands in Andhra Pradesh? Next question should be that. Don't stop there. What is the difference? You understood what I am asking? Suppose somebody comes and asks you, you are from this place, which is the sari making place, Mangalagiri. Then immediately, Pochapalli will come, Kuppadakan will come. Okay, then what is the difference between all these saris? If you can write it critically, you are a knowledgeable person. Which is more colorful, which is less colorful. You understood? What is it makes it different? Read, learn. Anything around you, you must be able to learn. If you know the difference, tomorrow when you go for marketing, you know my product is different because of this. That has to be a habit. If the habit is not there, you will just do it for getting a job, the people who are interviewing will know you are doing it for getting a job, but it is not inside you as a habit. What are we trying to test? Whether you have this as a habit, whether it is part of your life, whether you enjoy doing it or not. Otherwise, you will just do it for getting salary. Such employees are useless. How do we find out which candidate is really sincere, which candidate is somehow wanted to get a job? It's very simple to get. While interviewing will get. That is why not only test is done, interview is also conducted. So you should have a genuine interest in learning, genuine interest in life, understand what is that you are studying, what for you are studying. Assume you have it, then you don't have to worry. Otherwise, you will get lot of training, personality development training, communication training, time management training. Nothing is done because your genuine interest is not there. Right? And what do you say? You finished one nice feast, lot of curries. What did you eat? I ate lot of things. What? Lot of colorful things were there. What is the colorful thing? Different subjects. That's what I'm asking. What is that you ate? You have no idea. Because you don't know the names of items. Correct? If you know the names of items, how is it prepared, the original taste is what, then you will be able to say, this item was very good. This was more salty. This has got chenna added to that. This has got kaju was part of it. That was a very costly item. You don't even know which is costly, which is cheaper, which is taking more time, what is prepared, how you are not. Let that be food, let that be no travel. Experience. Right? Now close your eyes. All of you close your eyes. Already closed and slept or what? Think what is that I am trying to tell you so far. What is my message? What difference it can make in you if you move in the path which I am trying to take you. How do you make a difference in your learning style? How do you think this will benefit you? Okay, open your eyes. Write down at least 10 points which you learned and at least 10 questions which you can ask me.